Welcome to this algebra lesson on nth roots. In this session, we are going to explore the general notation for roots beyond just the square root. We will learn how to read, write, and evaluate roots of any index. First, let's understand the terminology. The symbol itself is called the radical. The small number tucked into the crook of the symbol is the index, represented here by n. The number inside the radical is called the radicand. The index tells us which root we are taking. Roots are fundamentally the inverse operation of exponents. If you take a number, say 2, and raise it to the power of 3, you get 8. The nth root asks the reverse question: what number, when multiplied by itself n times, equals the radicand? In this case, the cube root of 8 is 2. It is crucial to distinguish between even and odd indices. An even index, like 2 or 4, corresponds to a principal root which is non-negative. Also, you cannot take an even root of a negative number in the real number system. An odd index, like 3 or 5, always yields a unique real root that shares the sign of the radicand. Visually, you can think of these roots in terms of geometry. A square root finds the side length of a square given its area. Similarly, a cube root finds the side length of a cube given its volume. If a cube has a volume of 27, its side length must be 3. Here are some common perfect roots that appear frequently in algebra. Memorizing the cube roots of 8, 27, and 64, as well as the fourth roots of 16 and 81, will make mental math much faster when solving problems. There is a powerful alternative notation for roots using fractional exponents. The nth root of x can be written as x raised to the power of 1 over, and this notation allows you to use all the standard laws of exponents to simplify radical expressions easily. Two key properties govern the manipulation of roots. The product rule states that the root of a product is the product of the roots. The quotient rule applies similarly to division. These rules let you break down complex radicals into simpler parts. Let's apply the product rule to simplify a non-perfect root. To simplify the square root of 75, we factor 75 into 25 times 3. Since 25 is a perfect square, we can evaluate its root to get 5, leaving the 3 inside the radical. The final answer is 5 times the square root of 3. To wrap up, remember the parts of the radical notation and the inverse relationship with powers. Pay attention to whether the index is even or odd, as this affects the sign of the answer. Finally, don't forget that radicals can always be rewritten as fractional exponents for easier algebraic manipulation.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.